Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced Edition is released this week, and it is cooked. This game is completely cooked because they have removed one of the most fun social aspects of the game, the text chat. As I'm playing, you'll be able to see the text chat pop up on the right side. I'm not going to interact with any players. I'm just going to drive around the city a little bit in the new police car that I was able to get in the most recent update about, I think it was last year that it came out. But anyways, I'm playing on Legacy Edition, so the text chat is there. The Enhanced Edition has removed the text chat, and that has removed one of the most fun social aspects of the game. Rockstar games have changed the atmosphere entirely by doing this. It used to be that you could team up with other players, you could party up with them, make friends, do car meets, all kinds of crazy stuff like that, but it just isn't that way anymore. They have absolutely ruined the tone and atmosphere of a game like this. They've made it so that it's no longer fun to play and have fun with each other by talking to each other. I mean, you could make friends with total strangers by the text chat, but Rockstar games are not going to learn. They're not going to go back on this decision because they don't give in to player backlash at all. They just don't. They're not the kind of company that does that. They have a storm going on right now, but that's gonna blow over. They're not gonna change anything, and when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out later this year, they are going to have it to where it's the same. And they just have figured out a way to make this work where they don't need to give in to player backlash because there is enough trust in the general public that they will be able to continue making games like this in the same way. So they figured out a model that works to make more money. They release each update and they have some sort of business that comes out with it where you can grind out all kinds of money. There's all kinds of fast supercars that come out, and there's also more violent measures that come out that you can use against other players or against the AI. In that way, they've made it to where you have to either grind out money or you have to shell out actual cash to be able to acquire these items. Now, of course, the passive players that don't really want to fight and engage in the chaos of other players, they'll buy the supercars and the businesses so they can grind out the money. But they've been grinding out money like crazy already with all the other releases that have come out. Or you can just spend money, actual money. But they've made it so that desire to have that edge and that advantage over other players is so strong that people will spend actual money in microtransactions and actual shell out their own money to be able to do this. Where I'm at in my life, I've played so many games that have microtransaction stores, and I know what it's all like. I'm not going to engage or continue to engage in that portion of the games that come out these days. I'm just not interested because I've played so many at this point. So I'm just going to engage with the single player mode in Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out. I'm not going to play the online portion. It's just too much to try to keep up with all these little kids that are able to spend mommy's money with mommy's credit card or daddy. I can give you an example of how bad this is and how strong this is with the game of Call of Duty. This isn't really a Call of Duty video, it's Grand Theft Auto, but Call of Duty is just as popular and enough people have played it to where they know what it's like. You can buy bundles, you can buy battle passes, they've released new weapons with each battle pass and they put those weapons in bundles, and they've actually made it now where in the kill cam, if a player with a DLC bundle or whatever kills you, you have the option to buy that bundle on the spot and automatically equip the same weapons that player killed you with. It is absolutely ridiculous, the model that Call of Duty has adopted, but they know it works. That's the sad thing, is that these things work. They have a battle pass where they release the new weapons, which are the most effective tactics available, and you have to acquire those weapons in order to gain your own advantage, your own edge against other players. So you have to grind out the tiers to unlock that weapon, pay for the tiers, or pay for the bundle. that has the unlocked attachments already that give you the most advantage with that gun. It makes sense to do it that way because players give in to all the advantages available to them that they can acquire through money. Boosted XP, there's timed releases, so you have that fear of missing out, and you have other players beating you with those weapons. You have to acquire these weapons in order to stay competitive with other players. But they've figured out that it works. Rockstar have also figured out what works. They are using the most effective tactics available to them in order to get you to spend all of your time or all of your money. That is what they're going to do. They've done it with Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption, and they're going to continue doing it with their new release, Grand Theft Auto 6. It's a no-brainer. It makes sense. They have money that they need to be making. They have shareholders that are interested in how much money they can make with each game release and each update release. They have to please them. They have to show them that they're worth investing in by continuing to make money. As a business, it makes sense to do it this way because that's what they have to do in order to continue to stay in the realm of public eye and people buying their games and spending money on their updates. So it makes total sense for them to continue doing that as a business. I don't blame them for it at all, but I'm saying that I'm too old, I'm too tired, and I just don't have the money that I want to spend on extra stuff. I'll buy the game, sure, but I'll only play the single player portion. I don't have the energy to waste in grinding out businesses and all that inside the game in the online portion. I don't have the time or energy to do that. I don't have the time or energy to finish battle passes anymore. I just would rather buy a game and have a complete experience. So I believe that Rockstar Games are able to provide that through the single player portion of Grand Theft Auto 6, and so that's what I'm interested in. I will not be able to play or continue on with the online aspect of these games because it is just too much. It is too predatory on players to have all these ways of interacting with other players and have it all just be based on violence, and you have to spend actual money on it. Like, where's the fun in getting your credit card out to spend money? That's not fun to me. I'd rather play with my friends or make friends, but that opportunity is gone now with the update that they've made, and I expect them to continue to do that same sort of thing of removing the text chat on PC in Grand Theft Auto 6. This is the first sign that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be, the online portion is going to be absolutely cooked for adults. Kids are going to have fun because they can just spend their parents' money on it. So, with all that being said, I have said my P's and Q's, and I've given you my spicy take on Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced Edition and the future of Rockstar Games in Grand Theft Auto 6.